Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the cutest one of all? The cutest one is you, cute doll. It always was, always has been, and always will be. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Cute Doll Podcast. And the bod is bodding today, even after those crumble cookies. Oh my god, I have so much to tell you guys. Okay, well first we have our Chanel. She's our baby. I got her at 31 Rue Cambon in Paris, and that's a flagship store. And she has these beautiful rainbow letters on top of her. She's so pretty and gorgeous. We're just gonna leave her right here. Have a seat. I'm not going to take the plastic off until like another decade or a special occasion or something like that. And thank you for joining us at today's podcast. My name is Swarzy. I'm your guys' host. If you didn't know anything about me from my other broadcast, I have really dry skin. And sometimes I get eczema during the winter times or random times during the year. So I'm going to just put my lotion on right now. So instead of like scratching my face, I just use this lotion, and I will link it in my Amazon storefront at the top of my page. And so you'll see me doing this all the time on my stream because my face is so itchy. I get eczema on my legs, I get eczema on my arms sometimes. So I have, the skin type for me is dry. I get dry skin. But honestly, I love my skin because if I had like oily skin, I don't know what I would do. I really don't know, okay? I don't know, I'm sorry. I don't have that, okay? So today's video is sponsored by Cute Doll. Dear Diary Genius Downloads, a Cute Doll book. Grab yours at Amazon.com, at CuteDollHouse.com, and link at the top of my page. All for more. We're also rolling live right now. Twitch.tv/CuteDoll. Thanks to all of you who have subscribed. If you have not yet, please do go follow me over there. Twitch.tv/CuteDoll is my gaming streaming platform where I stream all my games. I love gaming. I've been gaming since I was 4. If you want to hear that whole story, just check out my other podcasts. I go through everything. You just have to listen to them. And they are this like magical unicorn series of podcasts that you could basically listen to them in any order, and they will be fine. I do want to just like give you a dopamine spike, so I am going to show you my crumble cookies, the frozen ones. Hello my little action figures, here are my crumble cookies. They are frozen. If you want to know why she is frozen, just watch the last podcast. Voila! Looking as gooey and beautiful and chewy as ever before. I have 3 lemons, 2 chocolate featuring Oreo, and 1 pie. Gorgeous. Let's give a close-up for you. Feast your face. If you want to know why I freeze my desserts, check my last podcast. I explain it all in detail. The food, I did order some Guyanese food today, and I will show you. I will not forget. There's no way. I just put you in a part of everything I do, so I feel like there's no way I can forget. I just always remember to talk to you guys. Okay, so we have a fully packed agenda today, but the first thing I want to talk about is my weight. So, as you guys know, okay, the podcast was born because I was writing a script for my podcast, and I accidentally wrote the word podcast instead of podcast, and I started laughing, and this was while I was streaming, and I thought, oh my god, it's really funny. Tomorrow I'll just do the Cute Doll podcast, and I did that, and it became a whole series. I did not know the series was going to get this out of control, out of wild. Thank you for making my last podcast last night that I posted about the Crumble Cookie Boyfriend expectations wish list go viral with over 1,700 people watching it, and I only posted it last night. That is insane. Thank you for making that happen for me. Guys, keep pressing like, keep commenting on TikTok, keep pressing thumbs up on YouTube, and keep pressing the heart on TikTok. Make sure you like it, save it, screenshot it, add it to your favorites, do all the things, interact with it as much as possible, tap the screen. It's helping me so much. Thank you guys for making me go viral. That's why I just have to keep making these. I have to. Okay, so about the body. So I was like, oh, it makes sense because I have a hot bod, so let's just make a podcast. And so in my first podcast, I explained the title. I explained that if anybody else has that name out there, like I didn't know, it just came from my own mind. But okay, so look at the bod. She's bodding. And like 2 or 3 podcasts ago, I said in the intro, like, this is what no stress looks like, and that's true. But I realized this morning, okay, so I weigh myself every morning. I realized this morning that my hair is thick and long, it's all real. It weighs like 5 pounds or over. Okay, now hear me out. So if you go on TikTok and you look up like the wrestler who cuts her hair, she cut off like this much in order to make her weight limit, to make the weight to be within the weight class to wrestle against her weight. She cut her hair to do that, and she passed her weigh-in. Hair does weigh a lot. And if you ever like bought extensions or were like it held a wig or own wigs or whatever, the wigs are pretty heavy, especially when it's like real synthetic hair. Well, real hair, not synthetic. Synthetic is fake. When it's real hair. Okay. So this morning is the only morning I realized, oh my God, my weight, it includes my hair, and my hair is so heavy. So all this time I have been already at my dream weight, and I wanted to let you guys know something very important. Okay. When I was not younger, but when I was like in 2022, at the end, like towards November, December, and January, February of 2023, I was kind of like in my Kate Moss supermodel era. I even rebranded all of my stuff to say like smart supermodel, and like I was going with a rebrand, and I just wanted to be a supermodel. I was literally like trying to put together a portfolio. I was doing like all of these like modeling shoots and like posting them on my YouTube. Okay, and then so I was like literally really trying to be a supermodel, because I was like, oh, what's my dream job? I was like, oh, it's a supermodel. But then it became like really hard, and like especially because like so much pressure was, I pressured myself so much to try to maintain my body. So I literally was like, this is really hard for me. Like I just don't want to like have that pressure that like my body is like everything that is like my career. So like I kind of changed my mind, and I didn't want to be. But back then I wanted to be like Kate Moss, skinny, like Victoria's Secret, super skinny. But then now in 2024, I finally love my body. I actually want to tell you guys a story that when I was in 7th grade, okay, so first of all, 7th grade me, super skinny, probably didn't even know. I was really skinny growing up. But I didn't know. I just thought it was normal. Okay, so when I used to sit in class, like, you know when you sit down, like how your thigh like expands? So forever, starting 7th grade, I'm always like, oh my God, my thighs are so big. I would be so happy if I just had smaller thighs. Like, it was just, all it was for me when I was in 7th grade was thighs, thighs, thighs. And it was hard for me because I would compare myself to all the girls in my class, but all the girls in my class were short. They were like 5 foot or less. And I was, I'm 5'7". So, and I was like the medium height in the class before I got my full height at 18. So like, as this just 7th grade, I was just a little mini me. And I was comparing myself to them, but they were tiny and petite. They had smaller bone frames, and they had like no thigh fat. Like, so yeah, even thigh fat even affects me so much that in Terra, there's a thigh changer that changes the size of your thighs. All the guys always did +3 thighs, but I always did the skinniest thighs. Like, that's how serious this was to me. Okay, but you see, when I was younger, I didn't realize a lot of things. I didn't know I had an hourglass figure at all until like literally realizing it in 2021. 2022 was really when I realized that I have it. Because in 2021, I still didn't even realize I had it because I was still wearing high-waisted skirts, because that was what was in style then, so I was not realizing. So that's why I went back to what I used to wear when I was a kid, which is low-rise was in, because I was born in 1989, so I grew up in the 90s, so low rises and hip huggers. All my jeans were hip huggers, all my jeans still are. I don't wear high-waisted. I have some high-waisted shorts, I don't wear them. I wear all my low rise, low cut, ultra low rise, okay? And I make all my skirts be low rise because they don't really make them like that anymore. And a lot of the nice styles are still out there, so, okay. So I wear hip hugger to accentuate the hourglass, and then I try to make my top, my crop top, be above the hourglass so that you can see it. Because if it's lower, it just makes me look like I'm fat, like that wide, but then you just have to take this part into account. So if you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. So all this time I didn't know, oh, I have an hourglass figure, and then the thighs, they kind of go with that, because you can't just have like chicken legs, you have to like curve out, you know what I'm saying? So like I was born to be like this, I was born to have these thighs, okay? And my thighs are not even big, so yeah, but that was 7th grade, me did think that. And then, so now today, I finally realized, oh, I have the body I always wanted. I actually, in 2024, today, current day, I do not want to be super thick, skinny. I did used to want to, and I did at one point achieve it for a couple months, but it's not my dream anymore. So I finally have hit my dream weight. So I just want to tell you guys this because I want to let you know I'm happy. I'm not trying to lose more weight. I'm not at all. I eat the same amount of calories every single day. My basal metabolic rate burns the same amount of calories every single day. All I do is sit down in my stream, walk around my apartment. That's all I do. I never leave, except if I'm getting my food order. So you guys see where I'm going here? Like, I basically don't expend that much energy, and I eat a healthy diet that is just like, it has everything in it, and I'm always full. I'm never hungry, never hungry. I used to be so hungry in the past that I renamed my TikTok account as Hungry Skinny Chick. Like, that's how hungry I used to be because I was so skinny. But nowadays, I'm never hungry anymore. I'm never thinking about, oh, food, like, not like that anymore. And it's such a freeing thing for my mind. And I'm just really happy. I finally got my dream weight. That's a huge deal. You know, a lot of people never get there. And I'm just happy I realized my hair is like 5 to 10 to 15, 20 pounds. So basically, all this time, I'm like, what the hell with the scale? Because I finally got it down, like, calories in, calories out, you know, basal metabolic rate, metabolism, like all this shit in the calculation. I finally got it, and then I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's happening? And I was like, oh wait, I already hit it. I'm already there. It's just my hair is heavy, which is perfect. And that's one of the other signs I really like. That's why a lot of people like me when they meet me in real life, is because when you have like healthy hair, it's your instinct to like, it's our primal instincts to know that that is like a healthy human, and then you would want to like interact with them and then like procreate with them or whatever. So literally, like, that's part of your human nature. That's why like, that's why some people, that's why like the more attractive someone's skin is, and their hair and their stomach and like those parts just indicate that that person is a healthy human, just instinctively. But we did like build our beauty standards in society in the United States around those kind of features too. But that's why people like me so much when they meet me in real life, because they really like my hair, and they don't know it, but subconsciously it's like instinctively telling them that I'm healthy. So anyways, yeah, I'm so healthy. That's why my hair is so long and thick. I will never restrict food for myself, ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. I don't care. You have to eat to live, and I hope that everybody realizes that. Sometimes there are like illnesses that make you think that, you know, if you eat less, you'll be skinnier, but I'll tell you the real truth is the days that I ate more, I lost weight. And the days that I ate more and walked, I lost a lot of weight. So you just have to actually eat enough, and then your body will let go of stuff for you and clean up. So yeah, that's my trick. So I hope that helped you guys. And yeah, I love talking about food, and I love talking about weight. Let's get into the agenda. Okay guys, hello my little toasted marshmallows, my little gingerbread men, my little gingerbread girlies out there, 20% of you. Hi. Okay, so for Lost Ark events, I learned very early on, you have to be very, very careful who you start your event on. Luckily, I've never made a mistake so far because I am that careful, because I have a lot of experience with MMOs, and I know that like once you start doing something, it will start limiting you and stuff like that. That's why I buy my costumes in order in case there's any limit that I didn't notice, any roster limit. These things do exist. So we have this event, it's called Chase the Storm, and it's an upgrading honing event. And they don't give you increased percentage, but they do give you gold and also this book to help you upgrade if you have above a 1600 weapon account. Okay, so what I did was, because I didn't know if it was per account or per character, I went to the character I wanted to do it on first the most, the gunslinger. I tapped on her and I posted that video on YouTube. So good. It's also on TikTok. So tapping for the Chase the Storm event. I'm saving all my gold bars because I'm really good at farming gold. I do Legion raids with my viewers all day. That's all I do. It's my favorite thing to do. It's all I want to do. So I just run Legion raids. I have 6 plus 12, 15, 14, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 15 characters that are 15, 20 plus, and 3 of those characters are in the 1600s. One is 1600, one is 1607 point something, and then one of them is 1614. My sorceress, she's almost there. Okay, so we're slow rolling, steamrolling over there. So also my food's gonna be here soon. I ordered Guyanese food today. I don't know if I said that. I'm so excited because I'm so homesick and I miss my family and I miss my dad, and he always gets me this food. So anyways, I got it and I'm excited to eat it. Oh no, I don't have pepper. Oh fuck. Okay, good. Okay, whenever you have Guyanese food, you have to have Guyanese pepper. Oh, fudge. Mango achar and the red pepper. West Indian Guyanese store. You heard it here first. If you want to know where I'm from, just check my other broadcasts. I can't repeat this every single time. Sorry guys, you guys have to keep up with it. Watch all the stuff, you get all the information, you get the full story. So Chase the Storm. So then I went over to my sorceress on a different server. She's on Balfour, and my gunslinger is on Luterra. So I went over to her, and to my surprise, the Chase the Storm event is by roster, which means it's by server, which means both my Sork and my gunslinger get to use the event. I am so excited because all this time I thought that my Sork was going to miss out. She already has a plus 19 weapon, so I won't be honing the weapon, so I'll be missing the gold bars from there. But who knows? Maybe I could still hone my weapon beyond, but I don't really want to do that because I want to go to tier 4 gear. Yeah, I'm not going beyond a plus 19, sorry. Okay, I'm not sorry, actually. Okay, it's part of my strategy. I'm strategic. That's what I do. Okay, so for her, I'm gonna do all her armor, finish her armor, I mean, on the event, because the event lasts until November. I can't believe I said November. Oh my god, that's so crazy, right? That's so crazy. We're in Q4. Okay. And so I got the event onto characters, and I tapped so lightly on my Sork, and she just went. She went from 1611 to 1614, and it was perfect. I was like, yes, I was so happy. Every single time, 30 people were watching me last night tapping, and I finally, I uploaded all the videos onto my YouTube. Follow for more. Onto my TikToks. Follow there. And yeah, okay, last night I started watching Beetlejuice. So here are spoilers. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, just mute the video, but make sure you come back to see my food because I'm gonna show it. The delivery guy is less than 10 minutes away. Okay, so when I watched Beetlejuice when I was little, I remember the girl, she had like a little wedding dress and it was red and she's so cute. Oh my god. When I watched Beetlejuice this time, I didn't realize that it was like the version after that, because the little girl grows up, Lydia. That's the little girl. She has that little haircut. And I thought Jenna Ortega was that little girl when I first started. I'm sure a lot of people thought that because she looks just like her. And then I love her, by the way. I love Wednesday, the Netflix series. Love everything Jenna Ortega. I love. Everybody loves her. She's great. She's perfect. Okay, so I literally was I was watching it, I only watched half. I don't really like how like when that girl that's after Beetlejuice comes back, how she like puts herself together, like puts her face on and staples herself together. Like, I was really sickening for me. I was like, this is like, and I was watching it in the dark and while I was streaming, and I was like, this is like so scary. This is like such a scary movie. This is like not for little kids. Like, I would be traumatized if I saw that as a little kid. And I know they try to add in little things like, ooh, like little silly little monsters with googly eyes and stuff like that to make it like, oh, this is just funny. Like, no, this is terrifying. It's like in high HD 3D quality, and she's like dismembered, and like it was totally scary. Like, that is just traumatizing. And you know what's really funny is like 10 years ago, someone told me that about like somebody close to me. She told me like, yeah, I can't watch this. This is too scary for a different movie. And I was like, oh, like really? And it was actually my favorite show. And I was like, at the time and still now, it's like, I'm keeping a secret what it is. And she's like, yeah, this is too scary for me. I can't watch this. And it's the same thing. It's like, if you were that advanced and like mentally advanced to know like, oh, this is actually a trauma piece, like this is not okay, like just because everybody else is watching it doesn't mean we should watch it. Like, that is actually really scary, and a lot of kids are gonna watch Beetlejuice, and I'm just like a little, like, I was a little appalled by that scene. It looks too real, it's too scary, it's things I never would have imagined that scene in my mind, and I just think it's sick. Sorry, not sorry, but yeah, that was just something you just can't unsee. And everybody else is gonna be like, oh, it's so cool, and it's so, yeah, this is so easy to watch, this is funny, this is fun, like, you know, this is cool, like, but no, it's not cool, actually. Like, I don't think that image was very cool at all. But I do think that her face is really pretty, and I think she's a gorgeous character. She kind of reminds me of Evanescence, and I think she's beautiful and eerie. I love how charming she is with her dark glamour, and I can't wait to see how the story plays out. And by the way, is Beetlejuice Jenna's dad? Because, yeah, so I only watched half the movie, so I'm gonna watch the other half. Let me go check my food. Okay, my little action figures, my little toasted marshmallows. Okay, I got my food. The guy was so nice, delivery guy. So hot, so nice. Okay, so so they wrote my name on it. So cute. We got Guyanese food. Oh god, it smells so good. Oh my god. So, first thing we got is pumpkin. If you know, you know. Guys, if you go to a Guyanese or Trinidadian roti shop or store, get the pumpkin. It's my favorite thing ever since a little kid. Whenever we used to go to the Jandi house, which is the religious houses, we used to even do prayers in our houses and like get a priest to come and stuff like that. We call him a pandit, the priest. And then literally at the end, all the ladies are making food during the whole function, and oh god, when I get my pumpkin, oh my god. And they walk around and they serve us. Oh my god, I miss Jandi's. Oh my god. Okay, pumpkin. The next thing I got is, I got bacon saltfish, but I only see the bake. Oh, they even gave me pepper, so that's great. I'm sure that the saltfish is inside. Trust me, these people know what they're doing. but I didn't know it was gonna be like this. Yeah, so it's like a sandwich that has a saltfish inside. I thought it was gonna be like on the side because I really don't want to eat the bake. When I was a kid, I could eat the bake, but you know, now I'm a big baby, so I don't eat like really United States bread, but I only eat bread in France and Egypt. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go have this as best as I can. I might have to order food again, but if I order again, I'll show you guys. But I'm probably gonna order the same thing, just a side of saltfish, but saltfish is like my favorite thing. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me, bye. Okay, show and tell, ladies and gentlemen. So I just ate all my pumpkin. So good, it was so good. Okay, and then there's the saltfish, perfect. So I'm just gonna eat the fish and I'm gonna put like pepper on it. Okay, this is me after I finish eating. I am telling you guys, eat healthy. It will change your life. I have a couple of agenda items. I didn't want to shift it over to tomorrow's thing. Okay, first of all, lotion, because my face is so dry. Okay. And I didn't want to do the lotion first. I just decided to come on here and just do it here. Okay, so in yesterday's podcast, I did a crumble boyfriend, a crumble boyfriend wish list, boyfriend expectations video, crumble cookie date, and I literally ordered those crumble cookies I showed you earlier, and I did a whole little play, a little scene, and I tell you guys my boyfriend expectations. But I actually have a couple more things to add. So first of all, yes, there's a prenup. I know a lot of people would think that I would not want a prenup because I'm such a gold digger, but no, we get a prenup because my cute doll business is rapidly blooming and we love her. And if I become a multi-billionaire, I don't want you taking half of my multi-billion dollars. So yes, we get a prenup. What's yours is yours, what's mine is mine, no 50-50 there. I don't care about what you have, you can keep it. I just literally wanted to marry you, to be married to a nice person and to have like a nice lifestyle. I don't really want your boat or your money or your house. Like, I don't care about that. So yeah. Yes, it's a prenup. For the wedding, you're paying for the whole thing, and all my life I always wanted like a small wedding, but no, now I want a big wedding. I want it to be nice like that podcast I showed you guys when I went to the castle that Taylor Swift shot blank space in this is my chapstick, by the way. You can grab it at the top of my page, follow for more. It's scented like what it smelled. It's scented and it's flavored. It's so good. I recommend vanilla, but I also have it in marshmallow. Okay, my little toasted marshmallows, yes, for the wedding. It has to be big. It has to be a big wedding. You're buying everything. You're buying my dress. You're buying my shoes. I'm not buying anything. You're buying it. You and your family are buying it, and that's it. My wedding dress will be white. At one point, I told you guys in my last podcast, I wanted to have like a black wedding dress. At one point, I didn't tell you guys, hold on. So, in the movie Goosebumps, spoilers. In the movie, Goosebumps. In the movie Beetlejuice. Just shows you how far back I go. I used to read those Goosebumps books and watch Goosebumps. It's so scary to me. It was so scary. Such a scary TV show to me. Okay. In the movie Beetlejuice, the guy says that he wants to marry Lydia on Halloween. And the previous lover of Beetlejuice steals a wedding dress from a steamer guy, and like a clothing steaming place. And a dry cleaning place. And she dyes the dress black. And this thought reminded me of my 7th ex-fiance we were engaged and we were living in Hawaii. He bought us an apartment. We even moved to another apartment. So we moved 3 times. It was awesome. All the apartments were gorgeous. Always had views of the mountains and stuff like that. And we even lived in a beach house for a couple weeks in Lahaina. So it was like, that was the best one. It was ocean view. All you could see is ocean, and in the distance you could see the other islands. And he was a executive chef, so he would cook me every single thing I wanted. So I was like telling him all these things I wanted, and he was just making it, and it was awesome. I literally had the best, even dessert, like whatever dessert I wanted to. Like, he didn't make the dessert, he would buy the dessert, but yeah. And every single day at work, he would make me my food and bring it home for me. And so whatever I want, he's like, what do you feel like eating today? So it was like the best ever to have your own chef. And that was the first time I tried eggs Benedict. He made me his eggs Benedict, and I loved it, but I would never eat that today. And that's where I learned what that sauce is. Hollandaise sauce is. Okay. So, but back then my favorite food was fettuccine Alfredo, so everything revolved around Alfredo sauce and mussels for me, so that's what I was basically eating a lot of. Anyways, when I was getting engaged to him, I told him I want to get married on Halloween. We literally were telling everybody in Hawaii that we're getting married on Halloween. And I told him that I want my wedding dress to be black. So I thought that was so cute that in Beetlejuice, that girl got proposed to, and the guy said, let's get married on Halloween. And then she's like, that's in 2 days. And I was like, oh my God, I wanted to get married on Halloween like 4 years ago. That's so crazy. And then in 2020. And then when the other character dyed her wedding dress black, I was like, no, this is resonating too hard for me. Like, oh, that is so dark, feminine energy. Like, that is so hot. But no. For my next wedding, I don't know, maybe I've been doing bridal energy. Okay, for my like 3 or 4 past vlogs, and also for the holiday that just passed, I have been wearing all whites, creams, and toasty like marshmallow colors. And I was actually going for like clubhouse, God, I'm forgetting the name of this, but it's like nautical. I was going for a nautical theme, like nautical. She goes to the clubhouse theme, right? So I was doing that kind of theme, but I realized so then yesterday and this morning I'm like, oh, I'm going more for wifey theme. I noticed I always just keep wearing white. Like, I had the option to wear hot pink today and black, and I could have, and I will one day, but I just chose white again. So it was like 3 days in a row, and then like literally I was like, right now I'm like, oh, I'm actually doing bridal theme. I didn't even notice, but yeah. So like whenever you want, like if you go to court, I learned this from this that girl that did the Anna Delvey. On her last day, she wore white for like innocence, and she wore a white dress, and that kind of exuded like innocence. So like the media in the movie thought it was like very genius and impressive that like they dressed her in white. Is like so innocent. So anyways, I was literally like just thinking right now, and I'm like, oh, it's actually bridal, because I literally was I'm thinking about like how I want my wedding dress. I want my wedding dress to be white. I don't want it to be pink. I don't want it to be black. I want it to be white. And yeah. And I don't think I would even go like any of these colors. I would do like sharp white, like traditional, but yeah. Because I look really good in like whites and creams, as you can see. I also look really good in navy blue. That's what people told me when I was 18. A lot of my Abercrombie & Fitch outfits were navy blue tank tops and stuff like that. People love me in navy blue. And that one guy who gave me the purple amethyst necklace, I talk about him in a different podcast. He said I look really good in coral and turquoise, and it's true. And he bought me like this coral and turquoise outfit from Abercrombie & Fitch, and I would wear it, but I don't have it anymore. Okay, so yeah, I didn't know I was doing wifey vibes. I didn't know I was doing bridal theme, but apparently here comes the bride, a cute doll. Like literally I didn't even know. I thought I was doing clubhouse and like yacht lifestyle, nautical vibes. That's what I was aiming for. But it's coming off as bridal, so that's perfect. Okay, great. And the reason why I compared it to Anna Delvey is because she used a color to convey innocence, white to convey innocence, and I'm just saying I'm using my outfits to convey bride. And I didn't know, I did subconsciously because when you manifest, okay. Last topic and then we go. Play video games on Twitch.tv/Kutal. Okay, when you manifest, you actually manifest from your subconscious mind. So you have to change your thoughts that you're thinking about like every day. But then also like you have a mental paradigm, it's called. And you can just Google or look it up on ChatGPT and they will tell you exactly what I'm talking about. If you have any questions for me, just look it up on ChatGPT, it's gonna answer for you. So the paradigm that you have, your paradigm, it's telling you what your reality can be right now. And I'm aware of mine, but a lot of the times, people that are new to this whole world of manifestation, stuff like that, they're not really used to it. Like they're not used to this concept. So because I changed my paradigm, my mental paradigm, and my thoughts, and also I've worked on myself so much with shadow work. So you could also look up on ChatGPT what shadow work means, and do that on yourself. And you can also buy like these shadow work journals. I didn't do that. I'm just really good at doing this stuff. So I just worked on myself, and did shadow work, and I changed my subconscious mind from all of the work I did beyond that. Like, I did like Lionsgate portal work, all the portals, 1212 portal, 111 portal. I did all the portals. I always do all the portals. I don't do the full moons and the eclipse stuff because it's a lot. And it's hard to keep track of, but I do all the portals. And basically when you do a portal, basically you're leaving behind your old self and stepping through a portal and then just going into like your new self. So I did that like so many times. And then so basically like I leveled up. I changed my paradigm, I changed my subconscious. So subconsciously I made a cookie video. I did not know it was going to turn into like a boyfriend's list expectations video, but I used to make boyfriend requirements lists since I was in 2017, and I used to send them to people because then my viewers would literally be like, I'm curious, I want to see what your list has. And I sent it to 2 boys back then, both of which I dated for like 2 weeks online in different time periods. Okay, so then so my paradigm set that up for me, the cookie crumble date, because I kept asking my audience, like, take me on a date to get cookies, take me on a date to get cookies, I like cookies. All of a sudden the universe just lined it up. Crumble Cookies suddenly delivers to my house. They did not before. All of a sudden I get all the cookies I want. I get to make a video and it happens to be boyfriend recommendation theme on the agenda before I even ordered the cookies. That was already the agenda. So it all just came together. And I was also wearing all white yesterday. And then today, and then I watched the Beetlejuice movie, and it's all about love and marriage and wedding dresses and Halloween. And like, then I'm just remembering my old past of like this marriage, this engagement, I mean, it was not a marriage. And then now today I'm realizing, oh, I'm doing a bridal. I'm like manifesting like my bridalness through everything. So I do want to say like one more thing. Okay, so every single time I get a boyfriend, everybody wants me. This has happened to me since I was 18. So I know that everybody's just like, oh, let's just wait to see if anybody asks her out first, and then I will like try to like date her. No, it's not gonna work on 35-year-old Swarzy. This has happened to me all my life. Nobody ever wants me, but then once that one boy is just brave enough to ask me out, all of a sudden everybody's trying to be a homewrecker. Everybody's trying to steal me from the guy, and usually the relationships I go to after are just like horrendous. Like it was just a game to people. So so yeah. So I will definitely not be I will just be blocking you and banning you if you're one of those people that is just gonna wait. Like I've been telling you guys that I've been single since April 2023. That's over a year. And that I'm telling everybody, like, yes, I'm looking for a boyfriend. Yes, I'm looking for a boyfriend. I want him to look like this. I want him to drive. I want him to do this. And I want him to be nice. And I want him to be kind. I want him to be generous. I told you the whole list in the last video. So if you don't man up and ask me first, then I'm going to be basically dating in order. So I'm going to date the first person. And then if he's really, like, starts to change really fast, because they always do, then I will just date the next person. I'm doing it in order, so don't try to skip the line. Don't try to interrupt me. If I'm dating somebody, leave me alone. And I will be like viciously banning, blocking anybody that tries to interrupt me when I'm happy, because whenever I'm happiest, that's when people come after me the hardest. And I don't do that whole cat and mouse game. I don't do that whole chase game. I don't do that whole, oh, you just like me because I'm with somebody else, or you finally realize that you want me because I'm finally getting married. So no, bug off. And anyways, I love you guys. For all of you non-bachelor and on all of you in the non-bachelor audience, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for watching all my stuff. Make sure you press thumbs up. Make sure you like. Make sure you write a comment on TikTok. Follow me everywhere down the list, and click the top link at the top of the list and shop, shop, shop. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.